Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Hell Arena PvP prep video. Today, or in this video, I should say, we're going to be focusing on the energy class, or the energy team. Keep in mind that these fights that we're going to be watching is in a group or a multiple team PvP setting. So in 1v1 PvP, you can get away with running a couple different things. But in a group setting, you're kind of limited because you have to stretch out your roster across 3 to 4 teams in the case of Hell Arena. So, like my other videos, we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to start with Venom, who is a long-time retired player, 37 days ago, but he does have a summoner team. Okay, so the team itself, there's a bunch of things you can do. First, we're going to address the frontline tank situation. So I have Oysa. I do have a beefy Oysa. She's X20. She's in light gap. She's got lots of health, and she's got lots of CC capability. I like running Oysa, but if you do not want to run a summoner team, the best probably frontline tank that you can get, and keep in mind if you are not running a summoner team, is Durali. Right? Unfortunately, though, you probably want to run Durali at the back. Something like this, because Durali up front is just bait to die. So she will, if she's in the back, she will summon the tank, which will run up and stun everybody. But I know a lot of you probably want to run a summoner team as a team, so now you have options. You can run Vegnus, you can run, but that is not who I would recommend, even though Vegnus is the person with energy team synergy. I would go Boar or Oysa, whichever you prefer. Boar is good if you're going up against an enemy Leo, but I like Oysa for her stun capabilities. Now the rest of the team, obviously Nord, Marauder with Sun Signet, Miranda with Herald, the shield set with Hawkeye. You want minimum 150 accuracy on your Miranda. Jaina, if you have a resonant set with really good stats, that is probably best in slot for PvP. I do not. So I am still running my Surge set, which has crit, attack, or accuracy, attack, because you do have to hit that 200 accuracy benchmark. Pardon me. And you need the high crit rate as well. So if you have the resonance set with the required stats, use that. Now, if you are running Miranda on your team, you do have to kind of gimp Luke's attack. You see my Luke is at 81.5% attack, or 81.5, and my Jaina is 81.8. The reason why you have to gimp Luke's attack is because you don't want him getting your second injection. You want your injectors from Miranda to go to Nord and to go to Jaina. So that is why I have him in a gimped set. HP, damage reduction, and that is a blessed set for more damage reduction. Luke on this team is pretty much there just to provide the AoE defense down on the whole team and to proc Nord's lightnings. Now, prototypes. There's a couple different ways you can run. If you do not have a high level solar flare, you can run Vision Stone, which works as well if you got Vision Stone maxed. Since I do not have a resonant set on my Jaina, I'm actually going to run Flowing Rune, because since I won't get that initial 300 energy bump, you really want Jaina to go as quickly as possible. Since I don't have a resonant set, we're going to put in Flowing Rune in order to give her the oomph she needs to get going. And that's the team. That's the prototypes. You do want to run Grace as your commander. I am only running this because it's a tank prototype, right? So next normal attack cast by my tank is going to restore 1.5% of max HP and inflict bonus damage equal HP. You can run a bunch of different things. This one stuns, and this one lowers the attack speed. We might just try that one, right? Just pick whatever tank one you like best. And then a Horn of Healing or Revitalization Crystal. Use what you want. So that's the prototypes, that's the team, that's the gearing. Now, Summoners is pretty much an automatic win. Let's run it. Jaina is stunned, but she's stunned again. And then they're dead. Boom, and you're all dead. So once Jaina goes, it's over. She just cleared the whole board. That's pretty much how it's going to go with pretty much any summoner team you run up against. All right, Karaz is running Vanguard with Wami and Nord. So kind of a hodgepodge team. This should win, but I don't quote me on that. So Leo can be a little bit of a disruptor. If he can get into the back line, as you see right there, where he took out my Miranda. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rerun this because it does look like a loss. We're gonna rerun this with Boar in the front, which is what I should have done from the beginning since it did have a Leo. If the Vanguard team has a Leo, run Boar. Tank, Boar. All right. What's Boar gonna do? Oh, it looks like he's going after Crete though. Unfortunately, Crete pushed him back. And Crete flipped Wamagon back. And that is another loss. All right, well, that's not a good showing for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on. What's Jet got? Jet got anything good? Tank team. We can run it. We can try this. Tank. Boom. Okay. A flowing rune doesn't seem to be doing much, so we're going to move back to solar flare. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. So tank team versus energy. For the most part, I don't think the tank team really has the chops to hang with the energy team. The energy team just has too much damage output. If you guys watch my tank PvP video that is released also today, you'll saw that I did beat one energy team, but lost against two. Trilocks. Oh, God, that's gross. I'm getting rid of him right now. Delete. Change your team. Salty Dog. What's Salty Dog running? You're not going to learn anything from that. That is a complete hodgepodge team. X Big X. So here we go. This is Summoners, but it's got Senway on it. Also going to get rid of you. Bad team. Bad team. What are you doing? Delete. All right, Idol. Your time to shine, bud. Okay, Idol is running Summoners, but he has his res in the improper place. But we're still going to run it. We're going to show you guys what's up. So I like Oysa. See, Oysa's got the whole team stunned. See how Ampu's back there stunned? If Ampu doesn't get rolling, the team's pretty much dead in the water. Although the bear is going to kill my Jaina, maybe. Maybe, no. Jaina hasn't gone yet. Once she does, it's game over. Game over. All right, well, you know what? Idol, I'll tell you this. Rez with Dan actually did you some favors on that one, but it didn't really change the outcome of the fight. All right, Dockley. Okay, we got... This is a Hunter team with Miranda and Zeta. Let's see how the energy team pairs up. I do believe it should beat it. It should beat it because Oysa, they are going to kill Miranda, but Nord's going to get a revive and an ultimate, and Jaina should be out of range of the main brunt of the attack. But, you know, they do have Rebecca. Rebecca does add the shields, though, correct? So let's see how this goes. Zeta's coming in. Oysa's dead, but she did her job. Did not kill Miranda with that. Nord is dead. Twice. All right, well, this was a loss. My energy team is not having a good day today. So let's try that again. But let's try the strat with Dorley. So we're going to run her up front because if she dies, I don't care. I just want her to get out that initial stun. And she is going to die. As soon as Rosaris goes, Dorley's dead. So did she... Oh, and Dorley's going to get out. Oh, she's not going to get out another one. Now Miranda's dead. Oh, I just noticed that's an Emma back there. That's pretty cool. And that's still a loss. All right, well, let's try Dorley in the back this time. See if that does change this in any way. So there's another strat you can do. It's called the Suicide Jaina when you run her up front. I don't really feel like doing that, though. In this case, if you're running Dorley, I would recommend you probably run a Ruler's Ring. Because if you're running Dorley, you're obviously not running your summoners. So Nord is dead, but Dorley in the back is providing cover. We did kill Rebecca and Miranda. There's much more survivability with Dorley in the back because we can get her out multiple times. And Doragon's just taking all the hits. But I think this Hunter team is still going to be too much for us to handle. Yes, Zeta versus Jaina. That's not a fight Jaina's ever going to win. There we go. Dockley, your Hunter team is superb, sir. Jake, Vanguards. Okay, let's put this back together. Get you out of here. Let's bring in my old steady tank. Run it. So you see Rez, Jaina's stunned. That's why I like Oysa. Oysa's pretty much got the whole team stunned. But we are... Oh, did I just lose? I did lose Jaina to their Jaina. And it's a loss. Energy team not having a good showing today. The only thing we've really been 100% on is summoners, which the energy team is the hard counter to summoners. Let's try a tank team with 2 healers. Again, that last team was a Leo. You should probably switch it up to Boar if you're running against a Leo team. So now you can kind of see it is going quite differently. Whether or not that's going to last, we'll see. We did kill Miranda, and Jaina's about to go bye-bye as well. But the tanks are closing in. And then, oh, no, Jaina, since there's not 5 people out on the field, Jaina cannot reach Serena. And this is going to be a loss. It's going to be a loss. That was Jake, right? Let's try it with the Doragon method. Again, switch to Ruler's Ring, since we're running summoners. And we'll see if this helps at all. Nord is up front. Keep in mind that they do have Jaina on the team as well. Yeah, Leo plus Jaina equals death. And that's going to be a loss. Energy definitely not as dominant as they once was, except against summoners. But I remember when summoners were pretty much the dominant factor. Dark is running a tank team. We're not even going to try that. Banks, what are you running? Hunters, okay. Or not hunters, assassins, pardon me. Let's get rid of that. Let's put on the stun one. Let's bring back my Oysa. Go. All right, hunters is, assassin, sorry, is going to kill my energy. Because they just port to the back and they just killed Jaina. So energy is so far weak to new tank teams. They're weak to hunters. They're weak to assassins. they're strong against basically summons, summoners, which you will have in arena. Everyone and their dog is going to probably run summoners in Hell Arena. Dead. Totally dead. Next up, Grimlock. What does Grimlock got? Energy. Okay, let's go energy versus energy. Keep in mind that you won't see Wamagon on an energy team in Summon Arena or Hell Arena. Looks like his Miranda is only X20, but that was enough to completely kill my Jaina, who is promptly going to die. That killed their Luke, who's now going to kill mine. And now you guys know that Wamagon versus Nord, Wamagon's going to win this. Pretty much every time, Wamagon's going to win this. He's just too beefy. Too beefy. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky. No, too much healing. And we're going to proc the injection. And now this is probably not going to kill him. He didn't even get it off. So another loss. Energy. Just getting wrecked. Where were we? That was X-Relent. Tanks with with Rosaris, we're not even going to try. Volcano, tanks. Well, let's go back. That was a 4-tank team. I don't think this is going to work against a 4-man tank team, but let's give it a shot. Tanks are just too beefy, and this team doesn't really have any knockback or nothing to get them out of here. As the tanks press in, they're just going to ground and pound energy to death. Jaina's dead. Whole team's dead. So what have we learned, really, in this? We've learned that take your energy against summoners, and that's about it. That is about it, to tell you the God-honest truth. Dr. Cuddle is assassins. Assassins are just going to eat them. What's Beardy running? Tanks with Toro's running. Old school Vanguard. Can we even beat this old school Vanguard team? Let's put in Boar. Boar's just going to get pushed back by Crete. Crete's going to push right to the front line. Then Leo's going to come in and kill everybody. If anything, I'd say this is going to highlight to you guys why it is so important to get her in a resonant set. Because she only got off one ultimate in that whole fight. Boar, oh yeah, so Nord versus Leo, Nord's gonna win. But also keep in mind, this was like the worst. You know what? Leo's actually gonna win. Oh, no, I won. That was like the worst, probably the worst Vanguard comp you can fight, and we barely won that. Kung Fu. Now, not a lot of summoners. I was kind of hoping to show you guys the power of energy, but really the power of energy is only evident in summoners. So let's just reset this back to what it was. There we go. We're going to wrap it up right there. Really, the only thing I really taught you guys in this fight was, or in this whole video, was that energy just stomps on summoners and gets annihilated by pretty much everything else. There are some tweaks you can make to this team. Remember, I do recommend that you have your Jaina in a resonant set. I guess light gap 2, but with light gap, you're not going to get that accuracy as well. So you need even better stats on your team. Some people run Jaina up in the front for a suicide Jaina team. But without a whole bunch of people running summoners, I can't really highlight that off a lot to you guys. We'll maybe just end this fight with a summoner fight again. So we'll go down to Venom, which has like a classic summoner team. We will run my Oisa, and we'll do one with Vision Stone. If you don't know what Vision Stone does, basically Luke puts the debuffs down and then everyone else hits harder. There was an argument to be made that Vision Stone's probably better than Solar Flare. Because watch, Jaina's going to go here now and she's just going to nuke everybody again. And go Jaina, boom, everyone's dead. So yeah, energy dominance, absolutely dominant against summoners, but pretty squishy against a lot else. And we'll wrap it up there. So word of the day is squish. Yeah, squish, because I got squashed quite a bit in this video. If you guys got any comments, questions, or concerns, if I'm doing anything wrong as well, I'm not the be-all, end-all expert. You guys can tell me tweaks that I can make. But I've always had good success with my energy versus summoners in every other game mode, and everybody and their dog, dog and their dong. Everyone and their dog and their dong run summoners, so you should be able to stomp them just fine. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's all. Cheers, peace, bye-bye.